Hello, this is Geoff with In-Depth Studies. Today we're in the book of Romans, chapter 13. We're going to look at verses 1 and 2. This is that famous section regarding how we are to respond to the civil authorities. And in our particular day, in which we live, where there is so much unrest in our American society, these two verses are very, very important. So the Apostle Paul says this: "Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authority that exists have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and those who do so will bring judgment on themselves." Now, as Americans, this sometimes rubs us the wrong way, because we tend to think in terms of rights and justice. And all of those things, given their proper context, have their place, I suppose. But here, the Apostle Paul is making a very profound point. Notice, there is no distinction between a good government and a bad government. He says all governments have been established by God, and that as long as we are not being required to violate Scripture, we must obey. And that is, in our day and age, where we tend to think in terms of only submitting to good stuff the government does. Well, obviously, the Lord of heaven and earth, who is all wise, that's not the marching orders for us in the new covenant era under the law of Christ. So he says, consequently, whoever rebels against the authority, remember, good or bad, is rebelling against what God has instituted. And of course, the Lord is the first cause of all governments, good and bad. And of course, when evil is done by a government, God can't be blamed. Only those who do the evil can be blamed. But this is really an important passage for us in our current situation, in our particular society. Thank you very much. And if these have been helpful, you might want to go to youtube.com. They're under Geoff's Thoughts. They're all listed, and you can subscribe to them. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.